Welcome to the Diplomats. This is a very special episode, Keith, because my buddy, my friend, the greatest diplomacy player who doesn't play anymore, maybe? Close? Saren Kwok. How are you doing, Saren?
I'm good, and it's really good to really good to be looking at this diplomacy board again. I don't remember anything about it, but we're gonna give this a go. It's gonna be fun.
It's all simple. It's all in the computer. I'm sure your algorithm will just pump out stabs like nobody's business.
One of the best
Uh,
technicians I know. It'll come back in no time.
and there you are in the prison cell with the that you're with the white background that they let you come out at night to talk to diplomacy to us. Thanks to your jailers, very appreciated.
I'm in a conference room with the door shut, so hopefully nobody walks in. I booked the room, so we'll see.
We'll talk about a virtual prison. That's a conference room. Okay. There's variants of prison, just like diplomacy. All right, so this is the Nexus Season 10 main event. Extended deadline or press, depending on your cup of tea of phraseology. And we have a bunch of players that you probably don't know, although you know Dave Roberts in Austria, right?
Yeah.
Kellen is in England. He's a furry little koala bear. Uh, all of these players have won their semifinal game to get here. France was the number one seed, Claire Bradbury from Australia. I don't think you probably know Claire, do you?
No, after my time.
Yeah. And then we have, you did it the other way around. But yeah, you can see the seating here. Justin, you don't know from Australia for sure. Number two, Dan Gibson, he goes by Ramon. He used to be on Nexus server back in the day. You may know Ramon E. Cahal.
Yeah, I remember that name. I remember that name. That's funny. I wouldn't have expected that his face-to-face name was Dan, but that's a name from the past.
Yeah, well, maybe he's lying about his face-to-face name. Um, and then we got Bam, who's been a longtime player on the servers, but I don't know if you know Bam.
No, I don't think so.
Gianmarco from Italy. I'd tell you about him, but he's already out of the game. Doesn't really matter. So let's go. Let's
But
go
he
to.
did beat Ed in the semifinals.
He did. I lost in a throw off, and Gianmarco got the pleasure of picking Turkey, and it didn't work out for him. But let's cover the game real quickly so you can see what's happened. Uh,
Where that does that?
yeah, we can see that, and then we go to the end of 1901. It looks like there's a FG forming, an AI. Notice this hold in Tuscany by Italy. We're not sure about RT yet, but Germany gets three builds two fleets. We go into 1902. Keith's point out anything that's bad, but we still have an AI going, and then Russia joins in on the fun. And then we have this FG versus, I guess, an air.
With Russia pretty much helping both sides.
Yeah. Russia then sort of gets on board and is on two three-way alliances. They have this nice little convoy into Cannes to end your 1902, and it's looking good until everything changes, I think, in 1903, which is Germany stabs France and stabs Russia, and is working with England now. And then we've got Austria just continuing to pound into Russia, though, so maybe it's not an air. And Russian and Italian cooperation in Turkey. All right. Then we have this beautiful move by Dan/Ramon into Silesia here, while losing Romania. And then we do see that this sort of central triple of AIG is working to full effect until it doesn't in 1904, because that is the hallmark of these games. Everything shifts.
Claire rebuilds in Brest to say that Germany's not going to get anything.
Good point. So a lot of shifting of sides here. Austria continues to pound on Russia, but Russia has now allied with Germany.
And Italy.
Italy has stabbed Austria here. We're thinking this Spain and Spain to Marseillers all agreed. Poor England's on the outs because Germany went back against Kellen the Koala. England down to 1. It's not looking good. And then, right now the alliance structure for, as we sit here in 1904, and we're going to cover 1905 now, is this Russia, German, Italian alliance. There's some fissures here, I think, because Italy is sort of allied with France a little bit, or not at least allied, but just working with France a little bit. I don't think Germany likes that. But here we go. Spring 1905. Keith, take it away in the West.
In the West, England is now helping France since Germany has flipped sides. Picardy goes into Belgium. Belgium is Hift. France makes it into Ruhr, leaving Marseille alone. I guess the deal with Italy is still good. Justin bounces Burgundy, so there's no backfill there. Justin pivots into Berlin, but Ramon follows into Silesia, and North Sea is taken unnecessarily with double support. Clare takes Liverpool from Kellen, so looks like it might be the end of Kellen in England unless he gets a build somewhere. And that is the West.
Unless somebody walks out of London or Belgium, that's not happening for Kellen. In the East, Sarah, tell us what you see. And I know you don't really fully grasp maybe you do grasp what's happening.
Yeah, you really can't be relying on me to call the map here, Ed. But for old time's sake, I'll give it an attempt.
Yeah, this is Europe, by the way.
This is Europe. Oh yeah. No, I think I see like Paris. So as now living in America, like I see Paris. So I remember that I think Paris is in France and like Rome is maybe in Italy. And then I can't say what all those things are to the east of those, but BAM is taking a lot of stuff. This is a pretty good position. Like if you're Italy, you just see you have nothing coming for you from the west for like basically forever. Just sitting in Marseille can probably sit there until what's the time? What's the year limit on this game?
1910.
1910.
1910? Wait, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, like it would take Claire a year to take that back, and then another year to build some fleets. So I'd be feeling pretty good about that. Convoy into Greece is also what you always want as Italy. Like if you're just fighting, I mean that's also great. Yeah, like I think at this point, like if you're anybody else on this map, you have to kind of be like. You have to kind of be like, this is probably BAM's game to lose at this point, and like if we don't see movement against that, then we may as well just like end the game. Like everybody may as well surrender because right now we got like Claire moved Burgundy into Ruhr, so like she's not taking Marseille this year. If Gascony had moved into Burgundy, the really funny thing is that not only could BAM slide over into Spain and take another center, but like Kellen could have gone down into Brest. That would be a guaranteed fall. Like it would be a guaranteed survival. I'm not saying that he would do such a thing. Probably
he might.
Is just but at this point it can be blocked, right? Gascony can just walk into Brest, and maybe.
What else is he gonna do? Defend Belgium, probably.
Defend Belgium, walk into London, walk into Belgium. Or do none of those things and like hope that France vacates Liverpool, which she might. I don't know. Like I've never played with any of these players except for Dave, so it's kind of like a blank slate for me. But yeah, if not BAM, you're probably feeling good about Dan because now he's got some counterplay. Like I mean, Justin's moving away from him. Dave is also moving away from him, so. You probably feel good as one of Italy or Russia here.
Yeah. Keith, it does look like Germany got squeezed out here a little bit.
Yeah,
Is
this
a
definitely
stab?
looks
Is
like a
this a
stab.
stab?
Looks like a stab. Russia's stabbing Germany here, covering his dots, moving into Silesia. Uh, Dan could have easily tapped Galicia and kept Vienna here. Obviously, trusting Austria with Warsaw being wide open. So I think there's some Russian-Austrian deal that may have gone through, but Dave's like, nope, it was just a fake deal. I'm taking Vienna back.
I
So
don't understand Nexus. The players stab like every season. Like every season is like a new alliance structure. Like just stick to one alliance. What's happening?
his is worse.
Well, that's the beauty. It's why we have a show. But I mean, is Dave in Austria making peace with everybody? I mean, he's taking Vienna from Trieste. He's vacating Greece. I mean, Bulgaria didn't even. I mean, not that it would have mattered. A support order of Greece, and he left Romania. I mean, which arguably is to cover Vienna if it goes there. But is this just Dave, like, making a series of, you know, placating the two of them, or
Probably just protecting his core, and if he's got
maybe
to
he thinks there's going to be a convoy to Albania? I mean, you don't know. Like,
I think this was just a guess here where like he guessed wrong like everywhere. Cause like I mean Serbia is the only reliable support and it can only support one of Greece or Bulgaria. And there's a world where like he goes convoy through Ionia and Aegean and supports with Khan and then like, that's what Serbia supporting Bulgaria is for. Yeah, no good choices here.
no good choices for Dave. There's a lot of Austrian dots on the table. Keith, what do you think about this stab of Dan's on Germany?
I'm assuming since him and Claire were on the outs of this triple, that he might have felt indebted to bail her out. But I think it's bad. He should have kept the pressure on Austria and ensured that he had enough gains to keep Italy in check, because otherwise Italy has more growth.
Man, I think I don't give myself a lot of credit, but I'm gonna give myself an A for this German-Italian tension, which I think Italy got Russia now, on board here to cut out Germany. I think it's a really good play. I guess the question is now. I mean, this has got to be really a lifeline of sorts to Claire, but isn't this an issue for both of you? Like, yeah, France can grow here, but the way France grows only helps Italy and Russia, so it's a bit of a sticky wicket.
Arguably doesn't help Italy as much as it does Russia, but
Italy doesn't need more help. I mean, he's already in the best position, like by far.
exactly.
All right, roll this baby on through to the fall. Goodbye, Holland. Yeah, thought we might see that. All right, Keith, take us in the West.
All right, in the West, Kellen bounces in London, so nothing happens there. Everything pretty much stays the same. Justin and Dan trade centers in Norway and Sweden. Dan makes a play on Munich, but Bam taps Bohemia, causing it to fail. Claire takes Belgium and Liverpool, while Bam slides right into Spain, South Coast, and says, I'll take another dot. But the East is way more interesting than the West.
It was an AI all along, Saren. It was an AI the whole time. It was an AI all along.
Like without knowing anything about like negotiations, I don't really like going to Spain. Like I just don't really like going to Spain. I think in face to face for sure. In face to face for sure, you just hold Marseille and then you just like keep taking Austrian dots. Like walking out of Trieste in Greece, I think I think it's strange. Like maybe he had something worked out, but like I think definitely in face to face, you just stay in Trieste, you just stay in Greece, you just finish killing Austria, and like you stay in Marseille because the only way like you go down one to France is like if he goes Gascony to Marseille and takes back Marseille, and you'd rather have Marseille than Spain because he can't build in Spain. I mean, she can't build in Spain, so I don't know. Maybe this is gonna work out for him, but it's strange.
So I'm going to put you into my evil way of thinking, which is, my first instinct when I saw this is, okay, I get it, but why not just why not just take advantage of Austria here really badly, right? You know what all the moves are going to be. You could have had Bulgaria if you wanted it. You could have had Vienna if you wanted it. I mean, you could have just, and still not help Russia here.
That's what I was saying, Ed, because if you take Bulgaria, Greece, and Trieste, he could have had Bulgaria, Greece, Trieste, and Vienna, and then Dave is just dead, right? I mean, you don't really have to worry about Austria after that. He's just dead.
Then you can build your fleets and worry about France.
Yeah, I don't think like you need to worry about France here until like at least a year or two later. If you just stay in Marseille, then like Clear can't take Marseille, which means like it'll be at least like 2 years before there's fleets actually threatening you. Like I think Bam right now, like the way he's doing this, like his path to victory is gonna be through Iberia, and like that's just not as good a path to victory as like all of the Austrian dots. So, just my 2 cents, but I don't really know much anymore. So,
Keith, where do you go down on this? Because part of me is like, if he just does like re-stab Dave here by thinking, yeah, Dave attack Russia here and just take 4.
He could have went up 6.
Yeah, he could still have Spain.
He would have been on 13.
Well, there's no need to go up 6.
I know. I'm just saying he could have.
No, he should have gone up 5. He should have gone up 5, not 6, because he shouldn't have stabbed France here. Like, there's nothing to gain out of stabbing Claire. I mean,
it's hard not to play and who can attack him? Austria can't attack him, Russia can't attack him, Germany can't attack him, and France can't attack him.
Yeah, I mean, now Austria can attack him because Dave is building, but if he had just killed him, he wouldn't be able to attack him.
Yeah, I don't know what magic Dave Roberts has, but it just killed Bam's win. Or easy win, at least. You have to work for it harder now.
This looks like a total misstep. Meanwhile, Germany is helped here by Tyrolia cutting Bohemia, sort of left out of the story here. And good tactics by Germany to save Holland.
Mm-hmm.
Does get Norwegian in exchange for Sweden. I guess that's sort of natural.
Definitely looks like the Central Triple's back together.
Yeah. With a weakened... Well, for how long, right? Given this stab, I mean, I think Russia is going to be begging for peace with Germany at this point, right?
I'm assuming Germany wanted Bam to stab here. Maybe it was a condition. Not sure what leverage Germany would have though to demand anything.
Germany wanted Bam to stab, but I'm just wondering if Russia and Germany are going to get the band back together at all. All right.
I don't have any builds to do it.
All right, let's go through the builds. Fleet Trieste, anybody? Keith, Sarah?
No way.
No.
It'd be entertaining, but no. Dave and Dan have been fighting the entire game. I can't imagine them ever getting on the same page. It would be very interesting if they did, but I don't see it happening.
You both agree, Army? I think Army also. I mean, you just got together with Italy. even if you did want to stab Italy, you're not going to do it in the winter with a fleet.
Right.
I mean, the thing is that Dave has like no win equity here. Like if you go into that position, I just don't know how you ever win. So like you're just pretty much deciding who wins, which is fun, but yeah.
Well, why are you riffing on Dave? I mean, he was about to go down 4, and he's up 1. This is like a miracle.
Yeah, but like where is he gonna get dots? Unless like Bam like straight up walks out of dots for him, like hard vacates and like throws to him. Like where is he gonna get dots from?
Go attack Russia.
That's about it. There's two there. That's about it. You get those 2 dots, you be tied with Italy, and just pray they don't take Portugal and beat you.
Man, I wish. I mean, Bam. Another reason I like this is leaving Trieste, right? You would have had 3 builds. You could have built another army, even if you just gave them everything else. Like, why does Austria need to build, and you shouldn't get a build in Venice? Rough. It's hard
He could have had Vienna, Trieste, Greece, and Bulgaria. Then Dave would be pulling 3 and basically dead. And all of that while Dan is also pulling. Oh no, he would have been even, but still.
Could have been even, unless he took Smyrna, too.
He couldn't take Smyrna and also Bulgaria. Like,
This is momentous. Okay. What?
Oh,
What does?
never mind. Smyrna's already his, so yeah. He's just walking Ankara.
yeah, he can't take Ankh and he can't take Ankh
Yeah,
and
pick one.
Bulgaria both. So like, I
Yeah,
think you
what
just like take all the stuff you can from Austria here and like let Dan be even.
Well, poor England. I know what England's disbanding. We say goodbye to Kellen the Koala. Kellen, on the one hand, you really shouldn't have made it to 1905. So, like,
True.
it's remarkable that you made it to 1905. Congratulations.
Should have hit Brest.
Should have taken
Should have
Brest.
gone to Brest.
Yeah.
100% should have gone to Brest. Not even a question about it. Like, was Claire your friend? You know.
Well, maybe
Claire
Claire was
attacked you
his
too.
friend. Yeah, maybe Claire's his friend. This is a 1910 game. Like, he's not winning it, so he may as well just like help her. Like,
Yeah.
Justin
Like,
did double cross him twice. Claire's only done it once.
to the last. I mean, Kellen did give the last full measure of devotion to Claire. He lived up to the spirit that he brought us in the interview. Can't wait for the post-game interview of Kellen to tell us what's going on. Goodbye. Claire's build. How do you not build a fleet here?
Gotta
What do
build
you
fleet.
guys? What do you think, Saren? Fleet? Tough call.
I don't know. It's like if you're clear here, you can't fight both Justin and Bam. Like, you just can't fight them both at once. Like, it's really highly dependent on like who's your friend right now.
Well, I think the bigger problem is maybe Germany and Italy are friends, given that we've seen Italy cut Bohemia there, right? So
Yeah, but you can't fight them both. So you gotta choose one and like, maybe be their vassal or something.
well, we're going to find out if she picks Italy as the friend. It's game over. I mean, probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Bam should have taken I don't think Bam should have taken Spain. Like, if he had just taken all of the Austrian dots and like left her alone, then like she just fights Germany, and then I think he just wins easily. But
I'm going to have a really hard time grading Bam, because can I give an F to the person who got the most builds?
yeah, of course. Like, yes, like having the most builds is not how you win this game.
Well, cumulatively. All right, matter of opinion. All right, so Germany gets no build. Let's do Russia. Russia with a tough disband. I don't know what to do. Sweden or Edinburgh is probably what I pick.
Dave's no friend, and Obviously, Bam's not a friend either, but there's not much you can do against Bam. Just depends on who you think you can swing. Sweden or I don't know if you want to get rid of the black or not.
What about a black disband? What about that? If you're say, all right, just like go take Austrian dots, stop attacking me.
With how superior Italy's position is, I think that's the only leverage he has to stay in the game is Black Sea. But I guess he can be like, that's not my problem anymore. I don't know. I think that's just giving Italy more power.
I can't disband black. I can't disband black.
No. Why do you guys think he walked Norway into Sweden? Like, that army is just better in Norway than it is in Sweden.
I think he was taking a free pass, thinking go back. I think he thought Edinburgh might. I think he thought Norwegian might go for Edinburgh, or or support an attack there. Maybe. I think he just thought he could have a walk into it without losing Norway.
Yes. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is just trying to get a free dot.
Yeah, that army would just be so much better in Norway than Sweden. Like, I gotta regret that.
Yeah, now he has nothing to cover St. Petersburg, and he's pulling. So I think he has to keep Sweden. Sweden's got to tap Norway. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. There's no good disbands here.
It is always better to not have to disband than to have to disband.
All right, you got a final answer. What does he pull?
Bohemia.
Eddie.
I think he pulls Sweden. Incentivizes Germany to move the fleet to Sweden and not St. Pete. Italian builds. I really just don't. I mean, he gets two. I'm going to go with one fleet, one army. But I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking Fleet Naples, Army Rome.
Sounds right to me.
This is where it's your turn, Sarah.
Yeah, Italy doesn't need 4 fleets at this point in the game with 9. With 9 units, Italy doesn't need 4 fleets, but he kind of forced himself to. By parking 1 fleet in Spain and putting 1 in Tyrrhenian, he has to build a fleet. So yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. It would just be better if he could be on 3 fleets and 6 armies, but he can't.
So you think 2 armies?
No. I think he's going to build a fleet in Naples. Like, he has to now, but...
Yeah. You're just thinking it's an efficient unit distribution.
Well, I mean, I already said what, I think Bam should have done, in which case he could have, 3 fleets and 7 armies, I think, because he would be up an extra unit as well.
And most likely Greece and Black would have a good chance of coming off the board, which means he needs less fleets. But...
No, Russia wouldn't pull in that instance, but that's fine.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
All right, go ahead and run the builds, and then I have a question.
He pulls Sweden.
Wait.
You were right, Ed.
Good job.
That's right. I think it makes sense.
Does that mean our RG's getting together, or is that just the most practical thing to disband?
I think he's just begging Germany to take Sweden and not St. Pete. Although, what does it matter, I guess, for Russia? I think Russia's destroyed. All right. Here's my question. We have Italy at 9. Seemingly with a friend in Austria at 7. And seemingly with a friend in Germany at 7. But I don't really see a path for... other than Spain, which means that you would lose Marseille, for Italy to really grow now. Where does Italy grow?
Those Austrian dots he just walked out of.
I know.
Portugal, everything else is going to be way too far. It's going to provoke a stat from Dave, who has also very little growth left.
Did he shoot too early? I mean, with all this, I think CERN's getting down to this just frustrating. I think we can read from the fleet breast that she is anti. Well, I guess she has
Could
to
go either way.
It could go either way. I thought immediately she'd rush to get back Iberian dots, but that's probably not happening. This is a strange situation. Okay. Austrian grade. Austria could be down to what, 2, and you know, and 3, and is building 1. Keith, the grade.
This is an A for me. I want to give it a B, but at the same time, he was dead. He was dead. I don't know what he said to get Bam to pretty much give away a free win, but I'm going to be looking at that press later since I have access, and I'm going to put it in my notebook because that's amazing, Dave Roberts.
Austrian grade, Saren. And grade, you can't lie about your grade. You got to give the grade as if it was Saren the Conqueror, not Saren everybody's friend.
Well, I think it's really hard to like give a grade when you can't see any of the press and you don't know any of the players.
That's the whole show. The grades mean nothing.
You know, like grade inflation is very in vogue these days. So I think everybody can get an A or a B, but yeah, I mean, like I have to agree. I have to agree with Keith that like, I mean, Dave just did really well because like I mean, I don't see how you could have gotten any more upside than he did out of this year.
100%. To me, it's an A plus. I mean, like, what more could the man have done? Like, was there another dot available to him that he didn't somehow take? Answer: no. Warsaw, I guess. Right? Roll the map back here. I think.
The Warsaw's covered there.
Yeah, I could have taken. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think he could have taken anything else. So I mean, this is an A plus.
He didn't have to take anything. Italy walked out of everything that who's going to lose.
All right, England. I'm going to make it easy for you. It's an F.
It's
when
an
you're
F.
eliminated, you get an F. France. Got Belgium. Didn't lose Brest. Lost Spain. Got into Ruhr. Saren, your grade.
You know, I think it's an A for Claire here. Like, really, like a lot worse things could have happened, but I think she's definitely going to survive this game and have some influence on who wins. So that's not bad.
This is your metric? Survival? Have influence?
You can't always win. Like, only one person out of the 7 can win. So you just got to do your best sometimes.
I need you as my coach. Maybe my life coach.
No, Ed, I need you. I need you as my life coach. But
when I don't win, does that mean I'm not a good person?
What?
I'm only a good person when I win, right? Like, because I feel better about myself. But like, if I don't win, I feel worse. Is that bad?
See, this is why diplomacy is just a really nasty game. It gets you saying things like that.
Of course, I don't believe that. When I lose, it's just other people's fault. But it doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It means they're bad people.
Exactly.
That's the proper mental health. Okay, Keith. Saren's grade inflated A. What do you give Claire?
I'm going to give Claire a D. The only friend Claire has is Dan, and she desperately needs at least one more friend. And I think it was a mistake dotting Kellen for Liverpool here. I think Kellen was 100% on side, and having that fleet in channel would have been much better. I don't know if they're worried about York walking in. Maybe it's just like, hey, just move here just in case. But I don't know. I think there's just an inefficiency of unit pushing. Justin had backed off, and we had said that Claire didn't really have any choice but to push Justin because Claire had all armies. But at the same time, you might want to just do a wait and see because Italy definitely took more than the one that looked like it was agreed to. So
I think it's a little harsh. I'm going to go C+. Here's why. If diplomacy is a game about friends, Claire lost her only friend. sort of. She traded Kellen with a fleet in the English Channel for Russia with a even more useless fleet in Edinburgh. I mean, this is her only friend theoretically is Russia, and how long is that going to last? This is going to be really difficult. I think the more I think about it, she has to pick a side, and she probably just anti-Germany here until proven otherwise. They've got play on Munich.
If Dan's the only one that she can trust, then yeah, they need to coordinate on Germany as fast as possible and try to get some kind of semblance of a border.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Edinburgh does not count.
But she did get, Belgium. She got Liverpool. You can see the strategy. It wasn't fully executed. It could have been a lot worse for her in a way. She could have lost Brest. C plus. Hard to give someone with getting a build to, lower in a C unless you're Keith. But all right, Germany, no builds, but got Italy back on board. Not Russia, but got Italy back on board. Has Edinburgh in pocket, basically. Sweden in pocket. But problems around Munich, Holland still exist. I think it's my turn. Give him a B. Give him a B. I feel bad. The RG didn't work, so he gets points off for that, but he did find a friend in the fall. And I think France is weak, notwithstanding this army displacement issue in the center of the board. I mean, that's a lot of enemy units there around Munich. All right, Keith, your turn.
It's a D for me. I hate that Justin pretty much had made up with Claire and Dan last year. Obviously, Claire was probably going to be the target, so I don't blame Claire for pushing in. But Russia had no real reason to stab you. Like, everything was on Austria. It should have been on Austria. So the fact that Dan has come after you is another failure in diplomacy somewhere. And yeah, you got a friend. Your friend is the biggest person on the board. So you're pretty much just keeping everyone busy while Italy gets bigger. So it's just not a good feeling when your ally is just going to win because it's the only ally you can get. So,
I think you might be overeating it. I don't think he had a great year, but like if there's a board rally against Italy, I think Germany wins this game. Saren, what do you think?
4 units on Munich, it's hard to see a rally right now.
After BAM, the position I think you would most want to have on this board, if such a thing can be said, is Justin's. So, like, I mean, who else has a better chance? I don't know. But I have to think that at least one of Claire or Dave is playing for BAM's victory. Like, the more I think about it, like, that year just doesn't make any sense unless at least one of those is true. So I guess we'll find out in the next year. Or if Keith reads the comms, I guess Keith will find out.
Yeah.
I definitely agree that Justin's position could be good if the board rallies. If it does not, it could be very bad.
All right, you're not off the hook though, Saren. I need a grade.
A grade for who? Justin?
German.
Yeah. Same thing. Justin is Germany.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember seeing anything really bad, so I think it's like an A-. Yeah, I mean, like, taking Norway here is good, and like having Dan walk into Sweden and then disband Sweden, I think that's good work.
And saving Holland.
And saving Munich. I mean, yeah, he saved a lot of stuff here. I don't know, maybe it's an A. I just put A- because he did go down 1, but I guess that's not really his fault.
Tactics are solid, but
All right, now Italian grade. Well, let's do Russia's grade. We'll go a little. We'll break tradition here because I think we have some stuff to talk about. Russia grade. It was looking good for Russia. Keith, you picked Russia to win it at the end of 1904.
Did I?
You did, and I stuck with Italy. I stuck with Italy. You went with Russia. Your grade of Russia. Russia here loses Norway, kind of lost Italy, lost Ankara, had Rome, had Vienna, lost Vienna. It's a lot of bad things. Could have gotten Munich, got cut. I'm struggling to know who Russia's friends are other than France, maybe. Man, this is like you've heard both of Murphy's Law, right?
Anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah. But are you afraid of? Do you know what Charles's Law is?
No.
Murphy was an optimist. I think that this is Charles's Law. I mean, it's horrific. I'd be in the fetal position, sort of like you were, Keith, when Saren stabbed you to win Weaselmoot.
I got my
3
revenge.
years ago. But I'd be in the fetal position right now. Grade, Kia, Saren, give Dan a grade.
I think it's like a B. I don't think
Come
Russia.
on.
I don't think like Dan did a lot of things that made sense this year. Like walking Norway into Sweden, I think was pretty bad. So like going for Munich, I'm not sure. Yeah, I like if you're not gonna get that dot, then like going for it at all, I don't know, just a lot of units in some very strange positions. So
Okay, for me, this is really an easy grade. It's the worst grade on the Ed Sullivan chart. F triple minus exclamation point sad face. It only goes, and he only got one disband. This is about as bad as it can be for a human in the game of diplomacy. It doesn't get worse than this. But, Dan, it's always darkest before the dawn. So maybe there's a dawn here because, Austria was looking pretty dark. And Bam can misplay things. As a lawyer would say, C, EG, fall 1905. But, for this year, it doesn't get worse, brother. F triple minus, exclamation point, sad face. Keith?
It's an F for me. I can't see it. It's like, what did he call Bam's mom to make him give up all these builds and switch sides for no reason? Like, I was like, did Dan say something completely offensive, or does Dave that good? Like, I need to know. I need to know. I need to know why Bam did what he did, but it was not good for Dan. And Dan's spring pivot into Germany, when he could have pressured Austria instead, seemed like she went to Austria. Like, I don't understand why he went through Germany. Now in the fall, he didn't have any choice but to flail around, and then he was out of position. So I think disbanding Sweden pretty much says that he'd much rather Justin be the winner than Bam, who pretty much stabbed him here.
Okay. Look, with all that, you averaged a D, Dan, which is higher than you deserve.
2 F's and an A.
I gave a B.
Depends how low those F's are. Oh, a B. Yeah.
Okay. Italy grade. Let's call the first thing is Italy's not had a bad year in 5. Italy still got 2 builds. Italy seemingly has 2 friends, or at least Austria is a friend, and Germany is a friend. Maybe France is a friend. And yet, is hampered by what could have been. Could have been a contender great line from On the Waterfront, or I could have been a contender. Could have been somebody. Could have been the first person to just solo a Nexus board. And now you're back in the muck fighting with the peasants when you could have been on the mountaintop overlooking your empire.
To be fair, if I'm Dave here, I'm playing for Bam's victory, right? Like, if I'm Dave, like, Bam has been, like, so good to me, like, so, like, undeservedly good that, like, the only thing I can possibly do is, like, reward him in return by, like, making sure that he wins. So, like, to be fair, maybe he'll just win because of that. It's possible.
The very first lesson I learned in face-to-face diplomacy was from Eddie Brisson. And I think Saren disagrees with my strategy, but I know she's aware of it because we've talked about it. But once you stab someone, generally keep going. Of course, the adverb generally, or the modifier there, not adverb, I think in that context, but fine, whatever. Saren will probably know. In any event, the generally is the tough part, because if you think the person is going to be useful to you, maybe you don't keep going. I would have kept going. I would have foot on the gas, come catch me. They did that to me in Olympus finals. They caught me. But it's more fun to play that way, I think.
It's more stressful.
It's more stressful.
And the deadline's very stressful. I mean, like, you gotta wait, like, what, 24 hours to see the result of your actions? That's just, like, that's scary.
48 hours sometimes. Two days to scramble. Keith, I need a grade for Italy.
To see. I think that
average, just an average year.
It's just because of the disappointing unstab. Don't stab if you're going to unstab. Like, he should have figured out what his game plan was at the beginning of the year. It makes me think that he's not in control, that he's letting other people dictate his actions. I agree that right now with Dave, he probably has a diplomatic win in pocket, but he could have had a tactical win in pocket. And that's much better, in my opinion, to know that you have full control over your win and loss than putting it in someone else's hands who you just stabbed and maybe just telling you what you want to hear so they can get revenge. So, see, it's not horrible. Like, it just didn't have to happen this way. If we wanted to be with Austria, it should have just been with Austria.
I think I was like, he should have never left Austria anyways. When he stabbed him the first time, I said, you've made a serious underestimation of Dave Roberts' ability to just hang on there. I've seen Dave Roberts be the wingman, most notably VDL Top Board Season 1, where he was Tanya's wingman. Dave's like happy to race you, and if he doesn't win, it's okay. And if he has the harder end of the race, he doesn't seem to stab. But he did it, and he didn't carry through with it. Saren, I need a real grade here. Like, I want the killer Saren, okay? The Saren that I know. Not the public image. Okay? I take all the heat, but you tell me when we used to play back in the day, you were like, you told me what we needed to happen on a board diplomatically. I might trick other people. You kept your hands clean for the most part. But I need the killer. The champion killer, Saren.
There's no champion killer Saren these days, but, like, yeah, I don't know, right? Because, like, it's possible that Dave is just going to help Bam win. It's possible that both Claire and Dave are going to help him win now. In which case, like, he just wins, and, like, they could just call the game. If that happens, then I think Bam is, like, a way better player than, like, I could ever be. So, like, I just, it would be unfair of me to give him a grade. But if that doesn't happen, if that was never in the cards, then obviously this is pretty rough and, like, hard to explain.
There's no incompletes. I hate to be like, you're now like a hostile witness on the stand.
You just graded
grade is what?
Just this year.
Grade is what? You just grade this year. You're not grading like what could be, or what could have. You can grade what could have been, but you can't grade what might happen. Just what you've seen.
Yeah, I'll give him a B minus because, like, like Keith said, like he could have had like a very compelling like tactical position, but he chose not to do it. So maybe it'll work and maybe it won't.
Straight up F. and I don't think it's a close call. First of all, he wants an F. He knows internally it's an F, and he doesn't want to be a target of other people. He's playing that game. I see your game.
Well, that's why we have to thwart him by giving him like by not giving him the F. Ed.
Right. If we wanted you to lose, I would give you the grade that people expected, which is a B or, B minus like Saren. But I'm giving you the grade you deserve, which is an F. I still think you're the biggest threat on the board. We'll get into that, but it's an F. It's a total misplay. You shouldn't have stabbed Dave originally, but I think you should have followed through with it in this instance.
Agreed.
Having said that, I think Dave will probably hang with you. I've seen Dave when he makes up his mind up, typically against me, because he doesn't fall for my BS. And he just goes. And I think, Dave could get second out of this. Dave, but they can stab Italy here. I mean, they can take Tyrone. I mean, there's things that can happen. But it's an F. I don't like it, Bam. It's Canadian nice. Maybe it pays off, but would you rather be in your hands or someone else's hands? I think he'd rather have it in someone else's hands. I think I'd rather have it in my hands. I think Keith would rather have it in his hands. And I damn sure know Saren Kwok wants it in her hands.
But if he didn't want that, then you shouldn't have stabbed him in the first place.
I mean, it was a fine stab. Like
it was a fine stab.
He could have just killed Dave and taken all the stuff. It looked fine to me.
Yeah.
Ended up being a 0 dot stab.
Yeah. All right. He's pot committed though to work with Austria here. He's at Austria's mercy. Not mercy, right? Like, because what can really Austria do with this one fleet? But fine. Who will win Nexus Season 10 main event? Saren Kwok. Who's going to win on this board?
I think it's Bam, because I think, Bam has shown that he's gotten into such a strong position, so he must be like a really strong player. So like the only reason he could have done what he did this year must be like if either or both of Dave or Claire is going to help him win, right? There's no other way that such a strong player would make such a seeming blunder. So I have to believe that either or both of Claire or Dave is going to help him win, and he's just gonna walk away with it.
Keith, who will win?
I tend to agree that Bam needs to have someone in pocket right now to win. Barring that, Justin has a really good play if the West gives him dots and rallies. But right now it's hard to vote against Bam, even with an F from Ed Sullivan.
It's either France or Germany. Sorry, it's either Italy or Germany, and I think I'm going to go with Italy, but I could see Germany winning.
Yep. I've
stuck with Italy for a long time, but he's really banking on one thing, and I think he's got a good cause. Like this Marseille to Spain thing is like a lot, okay? Which is, was it agreed or not agreed? Was that like I can't imagine it's agreed, right? The reason I don't think is because Claire's fighting Germany, and he's cutting Bohemia to help Germany.
Yep.
Like, I don't think if Claire reacts harshly, Germany wins.
Who does she act harshly against, though? Being attacked by both of them. So it just depends.
Well, I mean, Claire can pivot to.
Claire has a lot of power to determine who takes the brunt with You can't really
Well, the thing is, if Claire throws to Justin, but Dave throws to Bam, I think Bam will ultimately come out ahead in the throw off, as Ed described it. So I think you have to consider that if you're Claire.
I am going to beg the players not to have a throw off. It's not an illegitimate way to win, but we've never really seen it on a top board.
No, it's a semifinals.
We've seen throws, like I threw, but we don't see a race to throw.
Dave Roberts is here on a throw off. There was 2 alliances, one in the east and one in the west. They both threw at the same time, and he had the tiebreaker. They tied.
I hate talking about it. I'm going to envision it doesn't happen. But Claire is a really important piece in this puzzle, as is Dave.
This is Dan. I don't think Justin has a path without Dan and Claire.
The problem is, what can Dan do other than attack Germany here? I can see Dan making peace with Austria, but I can't see him making peace with Germany.
Hold the line on the entire east so Austria can't grow and contain it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he gets back on board with Justin, like, Justin could just help him hold at, like, Warsaw, Ukraine, and Moscow. And that would be enough to, like, limit it so that if Dave wants Bam to win, Dave has to throw his own dots.
Okay, I think Italy wins. Final answer. But it could have been better, Bam. All right, but a win's a win. I don't care what they say. If you do win and you made it closer than you should have, you're still champion. They can't take that away from you. But you haven't done it yet. Ugh. Okay. This has been a unique pleasure because I don't get to talk to Keith this much.
I got Colin's goodbye message if you want to read it.
Yeah, let's. Well, my friends, it looks like I'm officially eliminated, so it's time for my final farewell. It feels bittersweet. Actually, it just feels bad, actually. I'm truly a competitor at heart. Don't think so. So it's hard for me to say anything positive about a game that went so poorly for me. I agree. But at the same time, do you like my editorializing? But at the same time, I completely surpassed my expectations for this tournament. I think that's a little underselling. When signups happened, my goal was to hopefully make it through the prelim rounds, and I was so shocked to see that I was a 1 seed, humble brag, after first prelim standings update, and even more shocked that I held on to that 1 seed. How'd that go? Before the tournament, I thought Russia was my worst country, but my biggest prelim score was with Russia. I went back to it in my semifinal. This is so eager. This is why he's such a nice guy. And I think I played my heart out in that one. And it was the best game of my short diplomacy career. Now I think Russia is probably my best. But I can honestly say that after all that, my best experience from this entire tournament has been getting to share the top board with all of you. Blah. You're all excellent players, and I feel like I learned something from each of you. So sweet. As frustrating as it is not to be the winner, I'm excited to watch the rest of this game from the spectator stands. You still have to give an interview, Kellen. And I'm rooting for an exciting finish. Unlikely. Just know that when we're all on this top board of Nexus 11, it's going to go down differently. Ends with a note of optimism. I'm going to give that an A triple plus.
It's a great message.
Saren, don't you want to be friends with Kellen?
Yeah, can't speak ill of the dead. He seems very nice.
It was like the best backhanded compliment ever.
With that, we're out. Good night.